I'm Madison Jenkins.
Hi, I'm Jordan Perry.
And we're going to be working with introducing word families with Click Clack Moo.
I will be doing the first session and Madison will be doing the second session. Okay guys, yesterday we read Click Clack Moo by Doreen Cronin and pictures by Betsy Lewin. We are going to read the book again, but we are going to focus on word families instead, and I will explain a little bit later. Click, clack, moo, cows that type. Farmer Brown had a problem. His cows like to type. All day long he hears click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo, clickety, clack, moo. At first he couldn't believe his ears. Cows that type? Impossible. Click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo, clickety, clack, moo. Then he couldn't believe his eyes. Dear Farmer Brown, the barn is very cold at night. We'd like some electric blankets. Sincerely, the cows. It was bad enough the cows had found the old typewriter in the barn. Now they wanted the electric blankets. No way, said Farmer Brown. No electric blankets. So the cow went on strike. They left a note on the barn door. Sorry, we're closed. No milk today. No milk today, cried Farmer Brown. In the background, he heard the cows busy at work. Click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo, clickety, clack, moo. The next day, he got another note. Dear Farmer Brown, the hens are cold too. They like electric blankets. Sincerely, the cows. The cows were growing impatient with the farmer. They left a new note on the barn door. Closed, no milk, no eggs. No eggs, cried Farmer Brown. In the background he heard them. Click, clack, moo, click, clack, moo, clickety, clack, moo. Cows that type, hens on strike. Who ever heard of such a thing? How can I run a farm with no milk and no eggs? Farmer Brown was furious. Farmer Brown got out his own typewriter. Dear cows and hens, there will be no electric blankets. You are cows and hens. I demand milk and eggs. Sincerely, Farmer Brown. Duck was a neutral party, so he brought the ultimatum to the cows. The cows held an emergency meeting. All the animals gathered around the barn to snoop, but none of them could understand moo. All night long, Farmer Brown waited for an answer. Duck knocked on the door early the next morning. He handed Farmer Brown a note. Dear Farmer Brown, we will exchange our typewriter for electric blankets. Leave them outside the barn door and we will send Duck over with the typewriter. Sincerely, the cows. Farmer Brown decided this was a good deal. He left the blankets next to the barn door and waited for Duck to come with the typewriter. The next morning he got a note. Dear Farmer Brown, the pond is quite boring. We'd like a diving board. Sincerely, the ducks. Click, clack, quack. Click, clack, quack. Clickety, clack, quack. So that is the end of the story. Today we are going to be focusing on word families. We are going to look at the first letter that the cows wrote Farmer Brown. Alright, as you can see, I'm going to get a little bit closer, but we are going to read this together. Alright? Dear Farmer Brown, the barn is very cold at night. We'd like some electric blankets. Sincerely, the cows. Alright, one of the words that sticks out to me that I know that is in a word family is brown. We are going to focus on the word brown. So right here, we have the word brown. What is the sound of the ending of the word brown?
Ow.
Ow. So we pull off B and R. So we have O-W-N. What's that sound again?
Ow.
Okay. Jocelyn, can you think of any other word that sounds like brown but has a different letter or letters in the beginning?
Clown.
Clown. Good job. So we replaced B and R with C and L. And that is
Clown.
clown. Drew, can you give me another word?
Down.
Down. So we take D and we replace it with the B-R and the C-L and we make down. And what is the word family that we're working with again?
Ow.
Own. Good job. Jocelyn, can you find another one?
Gown.
Gown. Perfect. Drew?
Town.
Town. Good job. Now, would you guys like to do it on your own?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. Each of y'all, I'm going to give you a metal pan, and you're going to have a Ziploc baggie. We're still focusing on the first letter that Farmer Brown wrote. That the cows wrote to Farmer Brown. One of y'all is going to have the word night, and one of y'all is going to have the word cold. So what I want you to do first is get your letters out and spell the word. Jocelyn, you're going to have the word cold, and Drew, you're going to have the word night. Once you finish, please show it to me. Cold and night. Good job. Jocelyn, what is the word family that you are working with?
Old.
Old. Good job. And Drew, what is the word family that you are working with?
Ite.
Ite. Good job. Okay. By yourselves, I want y'all to think of another word that you can replace with. Jocelyn, you can replace the letter C with one more letter or more than one letter. And Drew, you can place the letter N with another letter or more letters to make a new word with the word family that you have. When you're ready, you can show me. Okay, Jocelyn, so what did you do?
I replaced C with S and spelled sold.
Sold. Good job. And what's the word family that you're working with?
Old.
Good job. And Drew?
I replaced the letter N with an L to make light.
And what's the word family that you're working with?
Ite.
Okay. Can y'all show me another word?
Yeah.
Drew, what did you do?
I made the word bright.
And what did you exchange?
I exchanged the L with a BR.
BR. And what's the sound that you're using for the word family?
Ite.
Good job. And Jocelyn, what did you do?
I exchanged the S for an F and made fold.
Fold. Good job. Okay, so what are word families? Word families
have the same ending with the same letters.
Good job. Good job. Jocelyn, do you agree?
I agree.
Good job. Let's make one more word. I think there's one more in there. All right, hold it up when you're ready. Jocelyn, you have mold.
Yes.
Good job. And Drew?
I have flight.
Flight. Good job. All right, now take all your letters and put them back in your baggies. Okay, we are going to be finished with this, and Miss Madison is going to teach us tomorrow more a little about word families to an extent. Thank you very much for your cooperation, and Madison will be here tomorrow. Okay, day 2. And today we're going to be working a little bit more with word families. We're just going to go ahead and review. We read this book yesterday, but how the cows were sending letters to Farmer Brown. We're going to look at the third, let's see, the third letter he sends. And it says, let's go ahead and read it together. Dear Farmer Brown, The
hens are cold too. They like electric blankets. Sincerely, the cows.
Okay, so today we're going to be working with two specific words, hen and cows, for our word families. So what we're going to do today is we are going to make our own word sliders out of paper plates. That way you can take it home and practice on your own. So I've made a word slider, and mine looks like this. And we've cut out little slots for the words, and you just take your paper and you can make words in that word family. Okay? So we went ahead and cut out the boxes for you. And if you were not in college, you would decorate your own plates. But you can go ahead and play with the strips and see what words you can make. Jocelyn, why don't you see if you can make words in the, let's see, here we go, owl word family. So go ahead and put that in your slot. And Drew, let's see if you can make any words with N, the N family. So go ahead and thread that through on your word slider and see if you can come up with some of your own words in the same word family. So, for example, the first word we were going to focus on is cow. So, Jocelyn, you would have a sheet of paper, and you're going to go through and see what words you can come up with that are in the same word family as cow. And Drew, you are in for hen, and you're going to go through and see if you can make any in the same word family as hen. Okay? And we are going to journal what words we can come up with in that word family. Once we find them, you can just go ahead and journal them down on your piece of paper. Can you thread it through? And just, we have different strips, so you can just experiment and make new words and see if you can come up with any in that word family. And there's markers and your journal piece of paper. Alright, what word did you come up with, Jocelyn?
How.
How. Good. And how is in the same word family as cow because it has the same ending letters. Good. And Drew?
I got 10.
10. And it's the same in the same word family as hen because of the E-N ending letters. Good job. Very good. Good job. All right, good job today, everybody, making your word sliders. And you can take those home and practice on your own. Like I said, if you were not in